Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Grayman Prepping. It's time for the midnight ride. And how's everybody doing out there? Oh, let's see here. A couple more came in, but I'm going to the comments here and saying hi to everybody. First one in was Gear Grinding 19. Second one in was Phelan Clan Wolf. I will be lurking quietly behind the rocks and trees. Next one in was Walt Rogers. Then Uncle Al, Die Bullfrog 79. Then Green Granny 2, Denise. Aiden came in next from across the pond. Michelle P is here. Sula Dean is here. And we're caught up here. While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to change that banner to the warning, you're entering the no fantasy, no fear porn, no Kool-Aid drinking, no couch camping, no Cheeto eating zone. Yeah. All righty. Back to comments. All right, get that up there. All right. I froze. Get everything here set up here right for this. There we go. Well, I got a short list of news articles here to hit up on that came out of California. The first one came out on November 4th. North Bay beheading suspect captured by police. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to undo that. The day before was beheading suspects on the run. Police say avoid contact with him and call 911. So then, then on the 4th was he was captured. On the 6th, victim's head found and identified in grisly beheading homicide. Only in California. Oh, and it's not his fault. It's society's fault for him doing that. Next headline is strong El Nino is a certainty. How much snow and rain can California expect? Not enough. Trust me, I live there. I know what's going to happen. I'll talk about that in a second. Now, where I used to live was the city of Martinez, where my wife still is. Headline, Martinez sees increase in homeless people, report shows. No crap. Gotten on the bandwagon with the let's give out stuff to the homeless and withhold it from the veterans. Here's the only good thing coming out. Colombia-based sex trafficking ring operating in East Bay busted. So, yay! They got him. Now, too bad they didn't shoot him while they were trying to escape. And the final one is, this one just turns my stomach. Finally, the historic drought is over. No, it's not. Not unless you tie the great nuisance hands behind his back so he can't push the button to release all the water from the reservoirs. We're getting too much rain. Like he did 2 years ago. All righty. So that's the news. That's all I have to say there. How did the election go? I came in second. I kind of knew that because Curtis has been around here for quite a bit longer. And, so, everybody just went on name recognition. And so it's like, although it was interesting, though, Curtis got 51 votes. I got 12 votes. And the third person got two votes, he and his wife. So there was 51, 12, 13. It's 51. It's 65 people voted. That's about a quarter of those in the city here. There were the city clerk said there were a bunch of people coming down there wanting to vote. And I said, oh, no, it's down at the school in Firth. That's a mile and a half away. Well, I don't want to drive all the way down there. And they went home. Now, what did happen that was interesting is there was a bunch of people showing up down there to vote that weren't eligible. They were right across the street from the city limits. And from what the people down there were saying, they're, amazingly, those outside the city wanted to vote for me. So, because they're the younger ones and they understood things. And so anyways. Anyways, yeah, so they said they turned away about 40 people wanting to vote. And they said that some of them, they said, one of the senators said, "Are you here to vote for us?" "Who's that?" I go, "That's me." And they go, "Oh, you're Gil Patton." "Yep." And of course I was wearing my hat and they go, "Oh, okay." But yeah, it's anyway, so Curtis won. He asked me to make sure I run for city council in 2 years. However, the one person whose seat I'm going for may not make it that long. And talking with Curtis and two of the other city council members that were there, if they have to appoint somebody, Curtis says, I'll motion that you get appointed. Yeah, Curtis is a good guy, but he is busy. And when I first got to the city council meeting, when I set up the cameras, I already posted the video for it on Camp Family Compound. But when I got there and I started setting up the cameras, I was talking to the city clerk. I go, "Does Curtis know all the meetings he's going to have to go to besides city council meeting? The ones with the county, the ones with with Firth, the ones with Shelley, the ones with the developers that are running, driving the trucks through the city." And she goes, "I don't know." And she kind of giggled because that's her husband. But the interesting thing is when I talked to him, I go, he goes to a whole bunch of meetings, and he goes, "He does." Maybe when he finds out by the time January comes around, he finds out how many meetings the mayor goes to that he now has to go to. He may go, "Oh, screw this. Let's take him away from my work." So, and they said, I guess the city council members get $70 a month. That's it. So, all righty. So what is on your folks' mind? Since I had a real short, I didn't have much to yell about. We had 3 emails on that beheading murder suspect being captured and finding the head, and phony baloney stories about the drought being over. That's what they said a couple of years ago. Oh, the drought's going to be over because they were getting so much rain in November, December. The great nuisance, said, "Empty the reservoirs. We're going to get overflowed. We need to get that water gone now so we can catch it in January, February, and March." And come January 2nd, the rain stopped and there was no more rains for 3 months. Yeah. And what did they have to do? They had to restrict everybody's water usage a whole bunch more. Which I don't think my wife has said anything about them lowering those restrictions because we had a bunch more rain last year. But yeah. Anyways, my work, there it goes. Let me post that up there. Pin message. And so we got 8 people watching. And 13 thumbs up. Hey, Shadow Scout Swede. Oh, just as I post it, Shadow comes in. And so, yeah, it's, whether or not, I think is, what a lot of people don't understand is California's economics. When the governor pulls this boneheaded crap in California and starts nailing all the companies with water restrictions and all the residents with water restrictions, companies leave California. And California's economy goes down a little bit. And every time California's economy goes down a little bit, it screws with other companies and other producers and stuff being produced in California gets dialed back a little bit. And so the rest of the country doesn't have that to go on, and suddenly prices increase for the rest of the country. Because California businesses are trying to make up for the demon rats, trying to price them out of business to give everything to the illegal aliens and the I don't want to work, I'm entitled to more money. Yeah, you can catch all the water you want, but most people in the cities don't have the ability to do that. And if they're in an apartment building, they can't catch water, but they still get individual water bills. Now you got to get out of the urban areas, out into the far reaches of the suburban areas for them to do it. Uncle Al, yes, they do. They allow water catchment in California. They have for the last 8 years. In fact, it's been encouraged strongly by Sacramento for the last 8 years to capture water. A couple counties tried to say, no, you can't catch the water. It's ours. And state said, no, it's not. It's theirs. It's falling on their land. So, yeah, it's tough for people to try to catch water off the gutters and stuff. My wife does it. She wished she had some more barrels to put in. I go, hey, my next trip I can bring 2 of those IBC totes back, and one of those totes will catch more water than what all the barrels you have right now. And she goes, no, she didn't want me to bring one back. But yeah, it's a and then I've seen several of the weather channels, and one of the ones Uncle Al shared out to me today. In the beginning, they're showing, oh, you're going to get all this snow, all this heavy stuff, 30 inches, 40 inches of snow. And it's like, no, we're not. And at the end of his video, the area that he was saying was going to get 40 inches of snow is extremely low, below normal precipitation, which means no snow. And, we never, last year was a heavy year of snow, and we did not get 40 inches of snow. I mean, for October, November, December, January, February, March, April, 7.5 months there, we got, if you piled it all together and tracked it all total for the entire friggin' year, we got maybe about 30 to 36 inches. But the problem thing is that most of it, except for what we scraped off the street and pushed into piles, everything else melted. Then it would snow, and it would melt. Then it would snow, and then it would melt, and then it would snow, and it would halfway melt and get a little snow on top of that. But we were getting, I had a couple times where I got 11 inches one time and 10 inches others on the back side of the house. But that didn't match what was going on and out by the street or across the street over my daughter's. It's like when the wind blows over a rooftop, for some reason it dumps a whole bunch more snow on the other side and on the roof. All right. Hey, Tibor, how's it going? Well, last year we got a lot. We got a lot last year, but this year they're acting like, oh, it's going to be greater. And everybody's here. I was talking to some people at the city council, and they go, no, we can tell it's going to be a light snow year. Oh, but yeah. Now, up in the Tetons, miles to the east of us and heading north, they may catch a lot of snow up there. But from the foothills out 150 miles heading west, On the flat plains, no, we ain't going to get that much. Hey, Gary, you're back. But I did a bunch of work on my roof today. I didn't video it because I was, things were just weird. Going out there and as cold as it was, fingers are getting cold, doing delicate work stuff. Here he is. How you doing? Can you hear me?
Audio again.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Perfect.
Can you hear me now?
Good morning, Gil.
All right, good. You got it fixed. Oh. Stop cracking raw eggs. Stop cracking raw eggs on babies and toddlers' heads. Is that what nuisance up to now? I mean, the great nuisance? Anyways, I worked on it. I ordered, and it finally came. I ordered a 30-foot piece of heat tape, and evidently it was an odd size. I mean, it wasn't an odd size, but it was the size that, it took like 8 weeks for it to get here. Fortunately, I ordered it long ago, and it came a couple days ago. So I got that installed on the long gutter. It's an 80-foot gutter, and with a downspout, I put a 20-foot pipe on the ground to get it out farther away from the house, out of the garden area. And so I put heat tape in that and did some work on it and stuff, and did a bunch of other little with the extra work I did up there and stuff. It should work primo now for what I got set up there. And then I went over to the one by the shop there, and I started looking at it, figuring, crap, I better do the same thing over here. So I ordered that. That one only needed a 20-foot piece of heat tape. So I got that ordered. And when I ordered the other one, when I ordered the 30-foot, it said out of stock. We'll let you know as soon as it's back in stock. And it took 4 weeks before they said in stock, delivery date. I froze. The delivery date will be mid-November. And when I ordered the one today, this is absolutely hilarious. Let me see if I can bring this up and show this to you guys. Orders. Okay, that over here. So I ordered today, and what does it say? Arriving by 10 p.m. tomorrow. I ordered it today, and it's arriving tomorrow. I have not had next day Amazon order come in like that in 3 years. Actually, 3.5 years. So, yeah, it surprised me. So tomorrow I should be getting that. So on Saturday, I will be installing that heat tape over on the shop on the downspout and over. So that'll be interesting. Cincinnati. Oh, wow. Uh-oh. No ID, no tats, no paranoia. Oh. If Steve was here after hearing about my beheading news articles in Northern California, and he sees that, Steve would be saying something along the lines, the cannibals are coming out. So, but yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what actually happens weather-wise for the nation here. And for the next month, I know it's going to be show you everything for the rest of this month into December. It's going to be light. After the 18th, the 20th or so, we'll see what it's really going to shape up to for a weather pattern. Because what I saw on all the weather patterns and stuff, and what they're showing for California coming in, it's hitting north central California and southern California. The rain's coming and then it's dropping down and it's skirting Vegas and hitting Phoenix and Flagstaff, Arizona, and heading right on across New Mexico into Texas. And if, I'm sure I can bring that up here, the weather up. Good, it came up right away. Get it centered here. So this is the next 10 days. But I don't know if you can see how well you can see the lines here, but this where my cursor is moving here, that's above San Francisco. That's up in Mendocino and Sonoma counties. Or not Mendocino, Marin and Sonoma counties. The one above it is up in Mendocino. But it comes over and the path turns. It doesn't even make it to Truckee. And it heads straight south. Hits LA, turns, and goes on across here, and then it's bringing more moisture coming up, and we're getting some swirl where I'm at here in eastern Idaho. I'm getting some swirling coming in up over Oregon through Washington and back down again. Once you get into Montana and Wyoming, you're getting stuff cooling off big time from up there. But let's watch this and see if I can adjust this just ever so slightly. There we go. And let's watch all right, let's go there slowly. That's all right. So this was at 1 p.m. This is at 7 p.m. Eastern, 5 o'clock my time. This is here in an hour or so. And it's starting to cut across that way a little bit. And it's just moving across here. And what we're getting coming off the Pacific is coming past Howie, going over us and coming down through Montana and Wyoming. And then it starts pushing around. And now we're getting a bunch of warm stuff coming up from San Francisco up to me. Yay! And that's on next Monday. And it goes to Tuesday. And then changes a little bit. And you guys can see for the rest of the country where it's going for you. Oh, okay. Hang on. Back it up here. All right. On next Friday, look at this orange. Look at what's coming down from Canada. Coming down through eastern Montana, Wyoming, and North and South Dakota, and across. And it's pushing farther across, and it pushes down a little farther. And going through Illinois, that and Ohio, and now you're getting the stuff coming straight down into Ohio. So Friday should be getting some storms in Ohio. Saturday getting storms in Ohio from Canada. Sunday, yeah, it's starting to push a little bit north, but now it's dipping again and back on Monday, back on today. So I'm gonna hit the fast play now. Here's the fast play. And here comes the wham, and that slaps Ohio. So that's on when it hits Ohio is on the 17th and 18th. Hey, Steph, how's it going? Yeah, I've heard about the Mississippi. You're still having the worst droughts, but I would give it, from what I'm seeing here. That's Louisiana. That's Mississippi. They should be getting some moist air coming across, mixed with the cold air. So next Saturday, Sunday, they should start getting some rain in Mississippi and Louisiana. Should. No guarantees on this. because I'm only going off of the jet stream projections here, and things can change quickly. Whoa. 79 yesterday, 59 today. What's your projection for tomorrow? That's scary. Hey, Glenn, how's it going? Interesting side note here. Had one of the grandsons over here today, number 3, Danny, and he came over, asking wanted a movie. He goes, no movies. Asked him about different things, and he just wanted to play with some of the toys. And he was playing with them and stuff. And all of a sudden he comes up to me and he goes, can I have a cheese stick? Which is normal. So I give him a cheese stick. 10 minutes later, he comes and goes, gummies. And I look at him. What? He goes, gummies. Oh, you mean fruit snacks? No. Gummies. Oh, your vitamins. He goes, yep. Yes, we have little gummy bear vitamins for him, for all of them when they come over. One way I protect myself is keep those kids loaded up with vitamins so they don't bring crap home from school. I saw that. I saw several of those posts, Glenn, on your playing with mushrooms there. So yeah, it's I'm not sure. Sorry, I'm gonna look back over at something here so any rain that I actually get here in the next week here that's showing by the jet stream. Most of it is all right. Okay, on Sunday the 19th, there's stuff coming in there for Stephanie on early Sunday morning through Sunday afternoon. Yeah. So Steph, in 10 days or so, 10 days, you should get some rain. Yeah. I know they're claiming El Nino year, and a lot of things are looking at it, but just because it's an El Nino year, you throw a washing machine cycle and it screws up the jet stream, and all of a sudden the El Nino water's going someplace else. It could be going up to Canada. It could be going down to Mexico. Or it could go down to Mexico and come up through Texas, through the Gulf states. Yeah. But yeah. So, how many of those was those MREs that you got, including what you got for the wife, came from the United States?
All 3 of them. They were made in U.S., but it's a Swedish company who sold them.
Well, at least the Swedish company wasn't buying them from China.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It'd be chili and beans with meat. What type of meat? Meow.
It said beef, so.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it was wet for Northern California that year and a half. Hoping to work out an infinity mushroom glitch. Glitch or gulch? Yeah, that's right. Most of these forecasters are Most of these forecasters are younger than my daughter. Oh, Michelle, what you put that rolling on the floor laughing, remind me of a meme I saw on Facebook, and it was an older actor on there. I can't remember who it was. Was it Kevin Bacon? Anyway, saying I had his phone out, complaining about people texting using abbreviations. At my age, I don't have time to figure out what abbreviations you mean. You're meeting, you mean with the abbreviation, whatever. And it goes, and then a ping comes up, GM, and he goes, well, good, well, oh, great, General Motors to you too. Instead of good morning. Yeah. Some of the abbreviations have 3 or 4 different meanings, and some of those meanings I don't want to know. Oh, let's see here. Hey, Lori, what are you doing up so late? It's Prairie Rider, Queen of the North. She's in here and CR is not. Oh. Yeah, it's going to be. Yeah, I can see. Uncle Al, I can see that atmospheric river hitting Northern California, up above Yuba City and Folsom and that, and the great gay man nuisance panicking and saying, drain the reservoirs, drain the reservoirs. And they get about a week and a half of real heavy rains, and then the whole thing shifts south. And they don't get any more in Northern California, and the Southern Central Valley and Southern California gets all the water. And they don't have any, or they don't have very many reservoirs to catch it, and those reservoirs ain't that big. CR went for pizza. Wait, I thought BLM was Bureau of Land Mismanagement. Hey, Brenda, how's it going? Of course, I like picking on another federal agency that has pulled more boneheaded stuff in the last 10 years than every other agency has done in the last 50 years, and that's the Bureau. That's the Federal Bureau of Incompetence. By the way, did you notice on YouTube today that likes are way off? It says 200. Hang on, I put that one up there. It says 244,000 likes, but when I clicked on it, clicked on more, it tells me the actual is 19 or so. And that is YouTube. If you have a lot of views, your views have to be, generally your views are like 3 times or more. So if you have 244,000 likes, but you only have 60 views, that's wrong. But if you had 6 million views and 244,000 likes, then I believe that's possible. All right, Lori J. Have a good night. Cyber attack in Texas. Yeah, there's several cyber attacks going on. Oh, who did it? Who put out the video? High Desert Pioneer put out a video about what is everybody plans for all these different things going on, but what are your plans for if AI takes over? Going along the lines of the Matrix or Terminator, something where the AI takes over. The guys at the top, oh, we're in control. We're in control. We're not in control anymore. The AI took over and killed us. And my thought was, thinking back to working at DHS, we had all these possible scenarios for insurrectionists, terrorists, foreign agents taking down our power grid. I mean, we had hundreds of scenarios that they could do it by. And, that many ways of doing it, it's kind of hard to prepare for it. And so they're working on taking the, quote, most likely and most likely to succeed, most likely to be attempted and most likely to succeed. And then the third batch is to do what would do the most damage. And they're trying to, put safety measures in place for those. It's going to take them 20, 30 years to get all the safety measures in place, and there'll be a couple more ideas by then. My thought is, well, gee, I have all this knowledge, and if the AI takes care of everything, and the AI needs power to live, take out the power.
Yeah, that's the only way to stop it.
Yeah. Oh, this was my channel just now? Oh, dang. Okay, it says 22 over here now. So it said, oh, man, I wish I'd seen that over here. I would take a snapshot of that. What's weird is what YouTube has been doing with both my channels. So on Camp Pat and Family Compound, I mean, they have been, for the last 6 weeks or so, they've been pushing, or 8 weeks, maybe more. They push it in cycles. All of a sudden, it climbs up, and I get like 9,000 views or so in a day, and it goes on for several days, and it backs down again, and then it goes up again, and they push stuff, and they push certain videos again, and it's basically 5 videos they're pushing, and it just goes up and down, and right now again we're heading back down, dropping off here. Like yesterday was only 1,300 views, but today I can see by the counter it's already back up over that again. I would say, geez, yeah, we're probably gonna have close to 2,000 views today. So maybe hopefully that's a low and it goes back up again, because Camp Pat and Family Compound is 143 away from the 5,000 mark. And if they give me another big weak push like that, I'll blow right past the 5,000 mark before they can go, oh, wait a minute, we got to stop him. How they do it. 5,000 is one of those marks where you get up to 4,990 and they hit the brakes, and you sit there for 3 or 4 weeks. Hey, if it says prime rib, you're gonna get views. Thank you, Lori. She's gonna take a photo and email it to me. Oh, that'll be interesting. Let me take a look over here on this one here. Analytics for here. It's not showing very many stuff going on there. YouTube is fickle. Let's just say it's like a harlot that has gotten. It's going to tease you and entice you, but it's going to slap you silly. Well, there are people at YouTube. They're programming the AI. And every time they screw up the programming of the AI, YouTube goes nuts. Suddenly you're shadow banned for 4 days. Next day, you're getting 10,000 views. It's like, hey, Jay, haven't seen you for a while.
Hey, Jay.
Put puppies or kittens in your videos. Where, well, the only cats around here are big, fat, and lazy across the street, except when my daughter and son-in-law don't feed them and they boot them outside early, and then they go out and they hunt voles and stuff or the birds. And there ain't no dogs around here now. Okay. Tomorrow's high is 50, so it's the low of 31. Yeah. So let me look at mine here. Okay, hit mine refresh here. Okay, so the low tonight 25, high tomorrow 45, low tomorrow night 25, high Veterans Day 49, low Veterans 25, high Sunday 51, low Sunday 28. Oh, it went up. Monday highs 55. Monday night's low is 30. Oh, it's going back up. Are we going to get out of the freezing? Yes, on Wednesday. Wednesday, we get above freezing for the low. Oh. Deer season starts Saturday. Where is that? I know deer season in California started back in September. Because I'd always go hunting for a couple weeks before my birthday. Which was one of the things that drew my wife to me, because I bought the house and rented two of the bedrooms out. Share rentals. Give kitchen privileges. Each bedroom had its own bath and stuff. And she rented one of the rooms. And I told her, hey, I'm going to be gone all day Friday afternoon through Sunday afternoon. So 911, or I gave him my parents' number 3 blocks away. Call there, and my brother will come over. And they go, where are you going? I go, we're going deer hunting. Her eyes lit up. The other girl eyes went, ew. Missouri, huh? Okay. Man. Let's see. Tomorrow is Friday. We're talking about on Camp Pat Family Compound. We're going to be talking about dealing with, how do you relax? How do you deal with stress, cabin fever for the wintertime if you get snowed in? That's for Uncle Al and the snow apocalypse. And just how do you keep chilled and relaxed? Saturday we have back here we have Dr. Ruffin's coming back for part 3. Got a bunch more topics, broken out for her, questions and stuff. And hopefully Dr. Ron will come on too. And we'll have 2 doctors up there. I think maybe next year I got to get with either Guy or Curtis and find out if they're going elk hunting next year. I may go elk hunting with them. Because elk tastes so much better than venison. Sorry for those that absolutely love venison, but elk tastes much more like beef than venison. Do you have a screw-on attachment for the end of it, or a T-bore? No noise harvest. Yeah, my dad used to had some pictures of him hunting elk, taken with an old Browning camera. brownie, whatever. One of those ones you pop it, had the accordion on the front, and one of the other guys who's taking pictures of him, and he's off next to the side of his horse with the rifle up on top of the horse, walking on top of the saddle, walking the horse around, getting smaller and smaller circle, walking it around closer to the herd. So he picked one out, then he stopped it and got himself a nice big one. Elk cannot count. They can't look at a horse and go, why does that horse have 6 legs? Well, Tibor say, but dear, it's saving us money. We won't have to buy a bunch of meat at the grocery store at inflated prices. Oh, that's what I wanted to check on. Dang it. And let me guess, it's long gone. Oh, there it is. I saved it. Let me take a look. My friend Ben Gilmore, Minuteman Prep, is selling a bunch of his solar generators, the power stations and stuff. He's getting rid of some workhorses and getting some bigger ones, the Apollo system, which is a lot more money. He's got his whole house going on off grid, so he's getting rid of all the other ones, and he's doing a double Apollo backup system. And let's see what he's got there. He still has some decent stuff going on. So he's selling these used solar generators, but some are barely used, 100% working conditions. These are the ones he got. He has an Anchor 2000, all these different ones here. The Blue Eddy, the AC 500 I was kind of looking at. The other one was the Delta Max with 2 expansion batteries. That one is $2,400. What was the other one I was looking at here? This one's too much. This is the most expensive one. Was it the? That's 8,000. That's the one of the big ones. But he has a bunch of the other ones. He's got the Titan with 2 batteries, and he's got the what was the other one there? Yeah, that was the other one I was looking at. I mean, this thing here, I paid more for my Kodiak. Actually, I paid just about that. I paid probably maybe a little bit less than that for my Kodiak, and it didn't come with an expansion battery on it. But the EcoFlow dual fuel generator ties in with the EcoFlow systems. That's $1,000. But yeah. Yeah, he's got some interesting ones there. But it's also got a DC refrigerator unit. So that's a EcoFlow refrigerator, 12 volt, $900. If I remember right, that's the one that has the refrigerator for the big portion. It actually has the divider where you can do the a freezer section in it, or you can make it all refrigerator. All right, Uncle Al, have something good. She acts like Ellie Mae Clampett. Okay, Tibor. I see. So it's okay if you hunt the deer or elk elsewhere, just not on your property. She's named them all, I bet, hasn't she? Yeah. Anyways, all right. Yeah, I would like to next summer. Shoot. Next summer, first thing I got to do next spring is build a portico over the front door and the walkway. Keep the snow and rain from blowing against the front door. Then I can start setting up the all my solar panels I got sitting out in the cargo container right now. I got like 30 of them out there. Get those set up and hooked up. Once those are hooked up, then I got to see about getting some sort of power station in the house, in the utility room, where I can get it hooked up to. So I need to throw a double throw switch to the furnace, so the power goes out. I just flip the switch and I can still have heat. But I do have a bunch of wood I've been stacking up and drying for emergency. But one way or another, I will have power for that furnace. Even now, I'll get in there and pop the line loose and screw in. Take the cover off and screw on an extension cord and run it out to my generator if I have to. Everything is a pet except the coyotes and the blue jays. We don't have to. In California, we had blue jays. Here we got the mockingjay. Instead of blue, it's black with a white spot on its wing. Oh yeah, and unfortunately, just about, unless it's a game bird, all other birds are protected in Idaho. The Democrats got in there and got that passed, and they're working on some are working about trying to thin it down. No, that's not actually an endangered species. That's not this here is a problem bird. We need to get rid of it. Unfortunately, the treadmill that I have doesn't generate power. It takes power to run. And the grandkids love running on it. Keeps them from running around the house. They get on that thing and start running. And Eli, the oldest one, the one has autism, he gets on it and he'll get on. He's really good at starting it up. And he starts it up and he'll be running for a little bit. And it'll go faster and he'll go faster. And he gets up where he's doing a good run. And it's like, dang, dude, you better not fall. You're going to have road rash for sure. They are, as far as I know, they're closely related. Everybody calls these mockingjays around you. They may be magpies, but they're black, bigger than a blue jay, and have a white spot on the wing, kind of shaped like the teardrop, round in front, pointed to the back. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I budgeted everything good for the shop out here, except I forgot to calculate the wall insulation. I calculated in the roof insulation, all the boards and everything. So it's my little buffer zone is going away rather quickly on the insulation for the walls out there. I may wind up not being able to do it all this winter. I can get the one section totally done off and insulated. I can get the roof up, get all the insulation in the roof, which will keep everything else in there a lot warmer anyways. But I'll just have to leave the pile there to doing the last two walls until the savings account bumps up for my deposits for my retirement fund. But those that didn't see it, I posted a video over on Camp Patton. Or did I post it? Shoot, let me take a look here. Did I post that? Yes, I did. Yeah, I posted it earlier before I went to this city council meeting. Indoor garden in the shop. And so I got a bunch of those green stakes you use to trellis up the plants with the clips and stuff. Well, I took some of the 3-footers, put them into the IBC totes, put 3 across this way, and I had all the lights on it. Well, I just covered everything up with space blankets. So it's all encased in space blankets, except it's open on each end. Well, on the one end, I put the new Mr. Heater Buddy in front of it. I got some more of the aluminum plates I use on, like I have set up right there with that. And I set it up just like that out there. And I put it on, turn it on its lowest setting, and the fan is sitting just right, so it's sucking all the hot air in through that little tunnel. Hey Don, how's it going? And so it's the plants are getting warm again. Soil's getting a little bit warmer. Unfortunately, the soil's drying out, so I had to water again today. After I ran it during the night and part of the day, and the soil was getting dry, so I watered it again. And then I turned it on just before I started the live stream here, so it'll run all night. And hopefully, it'll the lettuce and the rainbow chard will start growing more. The strawberries started turning green again. They turn kind of reddish when they are going into hibernation. They start turning green again. So it's like, yeah. So if I can keep that going, the strawberries will be producing again here in a month. But it'll mean I'll need to be out there with my Q-tip pollinating the strawberries. Uncle Al, I haven't heard anything like that since I was a little kid. My younger brother used to make peanut butter with blackberry jam and mayonnaise sandwiches. And he did it for about 3 years, and then he stopped for during the school year. And the next summer, I said, "Are you going to make those again?" He goes, "That's disgusting. I never made those." Fortunately, my mom had several cameras, and she took pictures of them making it and eating it. You're driving to Don's driving to the ranch in the morning. Uncle Al's trying to find red onions for the sandwich. Hey, kids that, all right, he did that when he was about 6 years old when he started making those. Actually, he was 5 years old when he started making it. So little kids will eat just about anything if they think it's anything that looks gross, if they think it's their idea to make it. My older brother used to do mustard sandwiches. And now what's funny about that is Danny, number 3, likes mustard sandwiches. Not heavy, just light. Light mustard, he likes it. Mayo, peanut butter, and jelly, Don. All 3 of it. Yeah, Uncle Oz is doing the mayo and peanut butter. He needs to put some fruit on there. Slice up some bananas on there, Uncle Al. Bananas, mayo, peanut butter, be Elvis. All righty. We have hit the 1 hour mark. I have not yet seen anyone saying, hey, let's talk about this in the side chat. So let me look at something over here real quick. All right. So once again, tomorrow on Camp Patton is how do you relax dealing with stress, and including cabin fever. Saturday, we'll have Dr. Paul up here for part 3 talking about winter health. And we got a few more things to add to that about winter exercises and stuff. Monday, we're starting the Monday Night Fireside Chat is moving up 2 hours, starting at 8 o'clock Eastern, and it's going to be talking about winter canning, and we're going to be talking about food mostly, kitchen food stuff for the next 3 months on Mondays. Tuesday, back in Gray Man Prepping. The topic is lamp oils, alternative fuels for emergencies. That's my number 1 video on Camp Patton from 3 years ago, and I get so many questions, and they keep on repeating some of the same things, even though I put up in the first line of description. This is emergency fuels only. We are not using flammables, gasoline, alcohol, paint thinner. We're using combustibles, oils. And people saying, what about denatured alcohol? That's not regular alcohol. Anyways, yeah. So I'm going to be doing a live stream. I got charts and everything else showing, explaining the difference between number 2 diesel, number 1 diesel, number 2 kerosene, number 1 kerosene, JP2, JP4, A1, JP6, all the fuels and stuff. And then going into mineral oil, vegetable oil, corn oil, safflower oil, rapeseed oil, olive oil, almond oil. So, but some people, I keep telling these people on the other one, you can use these for emergencies. Stockpile your oil now, your regular oil. CR went out for pizza again. Yeah. So that's what's coming up on Monday. Next Friday is what to do with leftovers, and that's pre-planning for Thanksgiving. And so that's kind of what's coming up for the next week. If anybody has any suggestions for topics for Gray Man Prepping or Camp Patton Family Compound, there's the new banner going across the bottom. Send an email to camppattonfamilycompound@gmail.com. And I've already added a couple more in here. Suzanne Galley sent me one, and that's going to be later in December, talking about the AI generating photos and voices for scams. And evidently there's a lot of news photos being used by news agencies about what's going on over there in Israel of Hamas that are totally AI generated, totally fake. So that's what we're going to, oh, he's going out. Okay, so that's what we're going to be talking about then. And with that, I want to thank everybody for coming in. Okay, he's going to bounce. Oh, that's right. His headset went bad on him. And so we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. And hopefully I'll see you on the Friday on the homestead tomorrow. If not there, I hope you'll be in here for the Survival Saturday with Dr. Paula. All right, everyone. See you around. Take care and keep adding to your preps.